I didn't want to know if he was sick because I didn't want to love him differently. Didn't want to fear his physical cuts because I knew I'd be inflicting more mental and emotional scars. I didn't want to be his assailant. I knew I'd be wrong to treat him like he had leprosy. How can I fear a man with HIV knowing I'll never engage him in sexual activity when every third person has herpes simplex 3? Most of us have been exposed to hepatitis A, B, or C, and or TB, and 2 or 3 of the aforelisted can be contracted from a sneeze. So I pretended. Pretended like the wonder didn't plague me. Acted like I didn't want to ask if he was afraid of dying. I laughed. Smiled. Masked my anger with him for making mortality a reality. Never told him knowing how he would leave this life didn't make being left behind any easier. I was his one-act show, and he, my reality check. Being shunned and turned away by persons of faith, he was the closest thing I had seen to a physical representation of the Christ. He was a living sacrifice. He was prepared to die to save me from irresponsible behavior. Terminal illness was his cross. New York City, his Mount Calvary. This was not written to his remembrance, rather to celebrate his friendship. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you, because your plight is instrumental to me making better decisions. I love you for being unafraid to be honest when I'm terrified of the truth. I don't want to know if you're sick. I never want to be afraid to be hugged as warmly as you hug me. I never want to part company without the gentle kiss that reminds me that my troubles are fleeting, but your support is unending. I wish Bible study as show and tell, so I could bring you and show some good Christians what agape love looks like.
Show and tell them.
You are a blessing. I needed to tell you that when I pray, I thank God he brought you into my life before he takes you out of it. I refuse to be that friend who appreciates you in a eulogy and leaps on the casket screaming, "Take me with you." I'd rather walk beside you in life. I'm ready to know now. Ready to walk in the light of understanding that knowledge with no action is futile. I'm ready to step out on faith, prepared to be your prayer warrior and shore you up when your spirit is weakened by your physical ailment. Instead of being afraid of contaminants in your blood, I'll carry latex gloves so if you're physically injured, I can fix the boo-boo like you do. Like you did when I was ready to give in. Forgive me. Forgive my wanting to be in darkness. Forgive me because it was never you that I feared. I know sick does not mean dead, and dead does not mean gone, and gone does not mean forgotten. I'm ready to be your friend if you have me.
Thank you.